Guys, we got a box full of MREs here. Now, don't let the exterior box fool you. I'm not into pet lovers food. The people that sent it to me use that box to enclose this box, which, as you can see, meal ready to eat. Now, this box came out in July of 1982. That's right when we first started getting them when I was active duty. It was good through 84, July. They took it out of cold storage in 84, in May of 84. You can see that right there. So, it's been out of cold storage, what would that be, about 30 years? No? 84, yeah. 40. So it's been out of cold storage for 40 years. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I know which meal I'm going to be after the first one here. When I was in, we had C rations in 80, I got in 80 and into 81, and then it seems like 82 or 83 we started having some MREs. But then when I went to Beirut in 83, we had no more C rations, we had all MREs. And there is, I mean, you can see there's a lot of yuck in this thing, just kind of whatever. I don't know where that would have come from, but I don't know where my menu is. Ham and chicken loaf, we've got beef slices of barbecue sauce, oh boy. I'm looking for one, Frankfurters, those were terrible. Think Vienna sausage, beef diced with gravy. Let's just get right to what I want here. Now, here we go. Menu number one, pork patties. Absolutely, as in my old memory, the best one in here. Let's see what this is like. Just to let you know, we have a lot of geese around us. They're in the backyard, they're in the side yard, they're arguing with each other. I don't know, there's some kind of marital strife going on. I don't know what it is, or maybe there's some enemy around, but sorry about that. And by the way, despite what one viewer said in the comments, I don't pipe this bird song in. Of course, right now it's all goose song, but the birds and everything you hear at different times, that's just the way it is in the Appalachian Mountains in the springtime. So anyway, with these older MREs, there was always a nice tear spot right up top, and you could usually get things torn right open and get after your meal, which was always a good thing. I was always hungry when I was in the Marine Corps, active duty. I was always hungry. All right, what do we have here? Cheese spread. And I really don't remember much of what's in these things other than the pork patty, and I really enjoyed that. Oh, here's the cooked pork patty. It's freeze dried, so it weighs like an ounce and a half. And what we'll do is there's a little tab right there. We'll pull that open, we'll pour a little water in it, and we'll set it off to the side. In fact, let's do that right now. I want to show you guys what this looks like. This is, take it out of the, there you go. That is the pork patty right there. Wow. And we will leave it in the plastic, but let me take it out for you. We'll put it back in the plastic, I should say. There it is. I mean, it looks like something, you know, like a McRib kind of a style thing. Just smells, I don't know, it doesn't really smell like pork. Maybe when we add the water, it'll pop back out. But they never expand. They just soak up the water, and if you don't wait long enough, there's a little crunch on the inside. And I just thought these are the coolest thing. So let me get my old canteen cup from about the same time that these came out. We will place this inside there, and we will add our water. We're going to add quite a bit just because we want to make sure it soaks all the water. So we see where it is. The water is just a little bit over that pork patty. You got bubbles coming up already. It's soaking up the water. So I'll add just a little more. I'm really excited to try this. Sad as that may sound, I really am. We'll just set that off to the side. All right. So we have cheese spread. That's going to need to be kneaded up.
I think they took their goose argument elsewhere.
Yeah, I think so let's go on to Goose Island and argue this out. All right, here is our cheese spread. Again, 40 plus years old. That's going to be sharp. I'll guarantee that, if it's even edible. I can smell it. Ooh, it's strong smell. There we go. All right. We have our crackers. Again, these older ones, they always had a nice tear. Oh, you hear that? Just a nice tear spot where you could take them apart easily, get after the item inside typically. Wow, these crackers, check this out. They made the trip quite nicely, I would say. The top ones did anyway. The bottom ones are just like this. And these smell great. Well, they smell a little bit, they smell like flour and metal. It's kind of strange. Look just like saltines though. All right, here we go. A chocolate oatmeal cookie. Again, tightly wrapped, vacuum sealed. Let's see if we can hear it. No, couldn't hear anything releasing there. No hiss or anything.
I smell something bad. Is that the cheese, I guess?
Probably.
It's wafting my way.
Okay, now there are 2 cookies in here. That smells pretty decent, but you can see they've melted. And now they're melted together. I mean, they melted and then kind of froze in time and they're melted together. So set those together there. Cocoa beverage powder. 40 plus year old. We can drink it. It's for hot cocoa. So we're supposed to heat it up. Wait till you see what I've got that way. And let's see. Well, we got quite a few more things. Oh, applesauce. Cool. Packed in 82. 144th day, so it's going to be sometime, what, in June or so. Cool. There you go. And this is interesting too, because back then they didn't tell you how many calories were in anything. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
You just ate it, right? Let's see what this applesauce is going to look. Oh, did you hear that? It was like a big. All right, here we go. We'll put a cookie there. Place our applesauce on the tray. Hopefully it doesn't come out in one big, no it won't, there we go. It's still got some liquid to it, that's, well yeah.
It's supposed to be more apple looking.
There we go.
It's like bad apple looking.
Bad applesauce. Them apples have gone hard. All right, we have our spoon, little feller. I'm not going to commit it to anything yet. And our accessory pack. Let's see what a 42-year-old accessory pack looks like. It says, well, let's just see what it looks like. Again, nice, easy tear. That's so nice. We have gum, toilet paper, dry ketchup.
What?
That's a first. We'll mix us some ketchup up, cream, salt, sugar, that'd be coffee, I hope. Yep, there we go, instant coffee, no brand, just instant coffee. And our matches, and we're gonna use these, I'll show you how here in a bit. But make sure, good deal, no problem there. All right. Well, let's see. We've got our main soaking. Let's say a quick prayer. Thank you so much, Lord God, again for a beautiful day, springtime in the Appalachians, and I ask that you would bless this food to my body now. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
All right, I mentioned that we have a plan here. I could never remember when I was doing videos before what I used or what we used to heat food up. I thought there was some kind of sterno or something when I was in. I saw this online and this is what I believe we got. These were issued to us. There are 3 to a box in this one. It's trioxane. And it's, among other things, it has formaldehyde and I can't remember all what. But anyway, you don't want to use these inside very much. You got to have good ventilation because the gases they give off are nasty. But this is what we're going to use to heat up our food. So first thing, we want to heat up some water for our beverage powder, our cocoa. And I've got to remember, let's see here, protect from wind, but use with adequate ventilation, 2 inches below vessels. So what we're going to do, I kept a stove, is what they call that, from an international MRE. I think it was a Russian one. We will put our heat tab. It says don't breathe or eat any of this stuff if it goes to powder. This has definitely gone to powder a little bit. Boy, now this isn't exactly what I remembered, but it's been a long time. There we go. Interesting. It looks like some kind of a space thing or something with the purple and the clear. There we go. Set that right in there. Extra powder out on it. All right, now we have our matches. See if we can get that going. There we go. Just lights right up. That was quick. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's hot. So now we need to add.
That's crazy.
A 1/4 canteen cup, so not very much. We're going to put a little bit of water in there. There we go. Set that on the stove. And there we go. We'll let that heat up while we're doing the other. I don't want to put the powder in there until the water's heated. Well, first off, let's see, we've got that for the hot cocoa. We got to try our coffee though too, don't we? We'll try our coffee. We might do coffee first and hot cocoa for dessert. Let's try the chocolate oatmeal cookie. So see if they'll break apart. The spoon has a kind of a sharp little point on it. No, they won't break apart. That's too bad. So we'll just give a try to a little edge of one there. I can't believe that chocolate's not sour, because I've had some stuff that the chocolate turns sour.
That's crazy.
It must be because it was packed so well. It doesn't taste, what did that say? Did that say oatmeal cookie? It tastes more like a graham cracker, actually. With a chocolate covered graham cracker. What do they call those Keebler fudge graham things or whatever? You can see that's actually still good. That is amazing. It's not, there's not a real strong chocolate taste. The chocolate part is just kind of sweet. There's a hint of chocolate, but the graham cracker or the oatmeal cookie is still so crunchy. 42 years old. That's really remarkable. That's really remarkable. That's cool. Got to cleanse the old palate. Got chocolate all over. All right, try a cracker. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's nice and crisp. They have a good taste. They have a lot of, or plenty of salt on them. They're saltines. That's a good cracker. And there is a little bit of a metallic taste, but it's not overwhelming. It's just from being in such close proximity for these 42 years. Got to try some cheese and crackers, of course. We won't try much. In fact, I might try just a nibble of cheese first. Yeah, because that's got some dark to it. We may, it's really sharp. Yeah, that's enough. I'm not going to have any more of the cheese. There's a sharpness to it like some of the other newer MREs get when they get older, but it's it's sharp and there's a little bit of a dank, I guess you could call it. Something not quite right there. Might should have spit that out, but our water's heating up very nicely.
I think I just saw a tablet go out.
Oh, did it?
Just
Oh,
went
sure,
out.
sure. Okay, sure did. Well, there's
Burned up fast.
it did, but there are some bubbles. Let's get some coffee in there. Let's do some coffee while it's still good and hot. Oh wow, look at the coffee. It's super powdery. I mean, it's like what would you call that? It's powdered. It's not crystals at all. Totally powdered coffee.
Very finely ground.
Finely, very fine, very fine. Wow. Mix that up. Wow, so here we go. 42-year-old coffee. It's interesting because it has, and I don't know if it's from my canteen cup or from the old coffee, but it has like a little bit of oil skin on the top of it in some spots. Yeah, well, we'll give it a try here. Phew, it's real acidic. Yeah, it's okay, but it's not, I wouldn't highly recommend it to anybody. Get that powder off me. Let's see about some creamer. The creamer might take a little bit of the acidity out of it. Creamer is just going to look like coffee creamer, powdered. Very fine. Mix that up good while it's still warm. That mixed together quite nicely, actually. Sometimes those clumps stay in there a lot, but that didn't. That definitely took the edge off it. That's interesting, yeah. That made that a lot better. So the coffee, again, kind of like the candy, or the cookie rather, the coffee is good. The crackers are good. Cheese, I'm not going there again. But, all right. So now we're gonna look at the applesauce. Yeah, it smells a little hard. Kind of reminds me of homemade apple jelly. It's not bad, believe it or not. It really isn't. In fact, take a bit of our cracker here, put that in with the applesauce. Apple pie, right there. Pretty close. Wow, that's actually pretty doggone good. Applesauce mixed with saltine crackers, cup of coffee. Unbelievable. That is not too shabby. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I mentioned I was in Beirut. I did, what do they say, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. This no longer fits me. I weighed about 40 pounds less than I do now. But I was there, and on the back it says the year I was there, 83. So, multinational peacekeeping force. Yeah, we all could buy these t-shirts, and of course most of us did, and that's one of the few things I had left from Beirut. You know, our main, I just looked down, my water spilled out of my pork patty. I got to add a little more water. I mean, it's like dry, so we'll add some more water, let it soak up a little more, and we'll be right back. Let's take another one of these out and get some water for a hot cocoa going. It actually has the powder on both sides. This one's more intact than the other one was. The other one's powder had run out of one side. Watch how quickly this lights up. Boom. It's just like you can see it crawling across there. It's going.
Wow, that's cool.
Yes, indeed. That'll heat the water up just right to drink too. You know, when you get done, it's not too hot. You can drink it right away. So, one other thing I couldn't find it at first. I got a keychain. They issued everybody a keychain when we got there, and that's the same kind of thing. In Lebanon, the tree of Lebanon, or tree of Lebanon, is on that side. I think that might have been on their flag too. And then on the back side, February to May 1983, 22nd MAU, which is the Marine Amphibious Unit that I was actually attached to. I ended up staying into June because I Had a little altercation with a Navy officer that didn't turn out in my favor, but we won't bother with that story right now. Anyway, well, let's get that water heated up and pour some hot cocoa in. All right, guys. Again, I like these old ones. They're easy, tear everything open. Get our powder down in there. Hope that it is nothing milk in it that went bad over the last 42 years. I have seen that happen. Get her stirred up, let her soak up good, and hit that for dessert here in just a minute.
About to go out.
There you go. While that's finishing mixing up good, we will pull out our pork patty. Not a whole lot different as far as size goes. I'm real interested to see how this tastes. So we've got our ketchup. We've got to make our ketchup first. What do we have here? 7 grams of dehydrated ketchup. Use dry or reconstitute by adding 2 teaspoons of water in the envelope. I don't think I'm going to try dry ketchup. Yeah, I might try a little bit on an edge, but I definitely usually take my ketchup in a semi-liquid form, I guess. That's interesting. Check that out. Check the color of that out. Looks like it has sugar and tomato paste. We'll put a little of that on the side there. There we go. That'll be our dry. And then this will be our, we'll go with about 1.5 tablespoons. Oop. There we go. And we'll mix that up. Oh, that's kind of cool. Huh, that's fun. That's nuts. And it's teaspoon, not tablespoon. So I was wondering I was going to get a couple of tablespoons of water in there, but that's good. All right, we'll put that on the side. Just like squeezing a McDonald's ketchup packet out, huh?
That is crazy.
That's cool. All right, get it all out of there in case it's super good and I wished I'd had more. There we go. All right, try that first here. Whew, that's strong. Better cleanse the palate here. All right, 42-year-old pork patty. My favorite one back in the day when I first had them. Smells like chocolate and applesauce. Back a bit. Doesn't really smell like anything. Okay, wow. The water got in it good. I'm telling you, it's like I took a pork patty from the restaurant and let it get room temperature and I ate it. The texture is wonderful. I don't know if, okay, now this part here, typically one side or the other wouldn't absorb enough water. It's probably this side, so that might be a little crunchy, but I gotta try it with ketchup. I don't remember having ketchup when we were in the dried state. So let's try this. That's amazing. That's really quite good. Have that with a little cracker. It's a shame about the cheese, because I think that would be fun to have some cheese and pork and crackers, but as it is, we'll do a little bit of ketchup and oh, that is like I remember. That is wonderful. Talk about bringing back memories. That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Do you want any salt with it?
No, definitely. You don't want any salt with that. It's plenty salty. Don't need any salt. That ketchup's sweet and salty. But I got to try the other side here. Let's see if you can hear this. Can you hear that? It's not, that did not absorb the water. So you got a crunchy pork patty, which a lot of guys, as I recall, that really grossed them out. So I could trade, in my opinion, some stuff I really didn't care for the pork patties. And it seemed like I was always in a good supply of pork when I was active duty Marine Corps back in the 80s. So, wow. Well, that's really good. I will finish that. That's unbelievable that it reconstituted that way. The ketchup is that, like I say, I don't remember having ketchup. Maybe we had it, I just never thought to make it. I didn't care about ketchup, but this pork, truly remarkable. Wow. Got pork and applesauce. You know, that's a classic dish. Pork and apples. Man. Someone was thinking. Unbelievable. 42 years old. Well, let's check on our hot chocolate here. A little dessert. It looks, I mean, you can see that it looks decent. Oh, shouldn't have swallowed that. That's got, that's sour milk. Now, that wasn't so good. No, I should have tasted just a little bit of that first. That had, the milk had soured a little bit, so.
You want some gum to cleanse the palate?
That's a great idea. Let's have a little gum, cleanse the old palate. In fact, we have 2 pieces here. If you'd like to share one with me.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to share with you, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm guessing it's spearmint. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Good hard gum, but it's not like crunch hard, like break your teeth. Good outer coating. Gum inside is great. I'm sure it's your standard military MRE gum. Lasts about 30 to 90 seconds tops, and then you're done. But it helps clean your teeth while you're chewing. And wow, guys, that was a blast from the past. Unbelievable how good everything except for the cheese was, and I guess the hot cocoa. But I was pleasantly surprised. I have more of those, but the next MRE I plan on doing, I'll just give you a sneak coming attractions. Vlad has sent me an MRE that, among other things, has horse meat in it. So I'm really looking forward to that. Stay tuned. See you in the next one.